Hello everyone and welcome to video 2 of our 4 video series for Train. This video we will actually be going over how to clone a course. It's one of my favorite options that Train gives you. We are back at the beginning page of ky.train.org. So we'll type in that login name and password for your course provider account, hit login. And then make sure that you do have that course ID for the course that you are wanting to clone. And then up here in this search by keyword or course ID, go ahead and type that in. And hit search. Okay, and it should bring you up. You do have these icons right here on the side. This first one is if you do want to edit the course. Second one's for your roster. Third one is for cloning. Fourth is to view your assessments. And the fifth one is to view your evaluations. For this video purpose, we're going to go to that middle one. It's the 2 pieces of paper. It says clone course. Okay, and this is the start of your cloning process. As you can see, this course title, you are not allowed to edit it. This is one of the tricky situations with Train. You can actually not edit your course title until you've submitted the course for approval. Very strange. I have no idea why it's like that, but I will go through at the end once we submit this course and show you how to go back in and change that course title once you have submitted it for approval. Okay, so as you can see, the sponsor and provider course number and format, that has all been cloned from your prior course. So if everything's the same, you can actually leave all of this. This will just delete or not. Okay. Make sure the format, you want to keep it as a web-based training self-study. And then click next. Okay, active is selected. It does not have an expiration date. Go ahead and put that in. As we discussed in video 1, make sure if you're doing a face-to-face training, the expiration date is the day after the last day of your event. Any online learning courses, you're going to do the last day you put on the training a year ahead. So like today is April 4th. Because this is a web-based training, this will actually be April 30th of 2019. Oh, look at there. It's already up there. Okay. Then hit next. The course description, it clones exactly what you had from the previous course. So as you can see, everything is there. It's awesome. Make sure that you do update your date and time to reflect your new course. And then if you any changes to the agenda or anything like that, just make sure that you get those updated. And then up here, it will also clone that original posting date. Make sure that you do change that. So today, oh, nope, it'll be 4. And make sure you add your initials to it. Okay. It clones your subject area, so you don't have to worry about that as long as it is the same course that you're cloning. Audience, and if for some reason you do need to add or take away, you can do that. You don't have to keep exactly how it is. It's whatever pertains to the course that you are putting on right now. Language, credit type, it will clone the credit type amount. So you can, if you are putting on that same course, you can leave that contact hour amount in there. If you do not want contact hours for this one, you can easily delete it right here. If you need to edit it, you can go here, add whatever you need to, or take it back to that 0.01 if you are unsure. And then just make sure you hit this little floppy disk right here to save it. Okay, and then we'll select next. All right, certificates, they also carry over from your previous course. And as you can see, this was a CE course. If you are putting on a CE course, you could go ahead and delete this contact hours one because we'll have to change the information that we add in. So like that KBN number, disclaimer statement, we will have to update it. So you can go ahead and delete that one. And then for your training certificate of attendance, everything stays the same. The only thing is when you clone a course, it puts it back to that manually for receiving your certificate. So make sure that you do select that automatically, and then learners must successfully pass any post-assessment. Once you've selected that, you can hit save. Save. Okay. And as you can see, the delivery has changed to automated delivery. Hit next. Your accreditations also carries over, so you can leave that. Course level, same thing. As long as it's the same for this course, you can leave it. Availability does not carry over, so make sure that you do hit that drop down and select Kentucky. And next. Your competencies, those carry over. As you can see, they're already there, so you don't have to worry about that. This all as well carries over. Your attachments, you can again add any type of attachment. Just make sure that all the combined size of all your attachments does not exceed 12 megabytes, and it tells you right here, right there. Okay, course provider, again, approve registration. This carries over. This does not, and I'm not sure why, but if you do not want to collect any custom information, you can select no. Prereqs. Your contact will carry over. If you do need to edit that and change it, you click on that little pencil, change whatever you need to. Make sure, again, you hit the floppy disk. If you need to add another contact, you can select there and then add in your contact. So next. This stays the same. Assessments and evaluations actually do not carry over from your clone course, so you will have to go in and add those evaluations. In video 3, we will discuss how to create the evaluation and how to clone the evaluation as well, which makes your life a whole lot easier. But for right now, we'll go ahead and hit next on these. Okay, you can go ahead and skip over this. Cost, that carries over. And the URL does as well. So keep that in mind, that if you are cloning a URL type course, so that's going to be your online courses, your recordings, anything like that, that link will carry over. So make sure that you update the link to this course that you're putting on. Same thing with the face-to-face courses. If you clone a face-to-face course, it will carry over that session. So make sure that you delete that session and add in the new updated session for this course. Okay, that carries. All right, that does as well. Okay, and that's all selected. For user must complete course manually, make sure you keep that selected. And you get to this page and you go ahead and submit it for approval. Again, cloning courses is a lot easier. Now, of course, you cannot clone a cloned course. So if you do have, for example, this public health nursing update, this happens every other month. So if you do have some trainings that happen, multiple times during the year, I would suggest building your first one out from scratch, and then that way you could clone from that course for each training throughout the year. But you do have to have a course that you have built completely new in order to clone. Again, you also want to make sure that you have updated that course description. You've updated, if you do have a link, make sure you put your new link in there, and make sure that you have updated the session for a face-to-face, or else it's not going to work very well. Those are the 3 things that you kind of got to keep in mind when you are cloning a course, as well as make sure you do select on that certificate for learners to automatically receive it instead of that manually. Okay, and again, remember the course title, it does not allow you to change it until you submit it. So we're going to go ahead and submit this course for approval, and then I'll show you how to get back to it. Okay, hit OK there, and then you're going to go up here to administration, and just like you would be building a new course, select courses over here and course list, and then you'll see these filters right here. Keep ready for approval selected and uncheck this one, and you can select show my courses only, and then hit this refresh button. and you will see right here your public health nurse update. That's the one that we just created. Select that little edit course button, and now you can actually update it with the information. So you'll want to make sure you put in that course ID and then the date if you have one, or the location if you have one. Okay, hit next. I suggest hitting next at least once just so you make sure that it does save that course title, and then you can hit save. And on our end, once you do that, that will actually show up in our approval list as the updated title. So that way it doesn't confuse you and it doesn't confuse the EWD staff with that old title. And that is all it is to cloning a course. Make sure you do watch our whole series so you know how to build those courses from scratch so you can clone. And then video 3 and 4 after this one, I will go over how to build and clone an evaluation, and then in video 4, how to build and clone an assessment. Those are also very handy things to know about training. Thank you.